welcome to WhatAreMovie. I am Tony.
And I'm back.
And we're back for It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Season 5, Episode 4. Last time, the Great Recession hit.
Yep.
We're all being affected.
Yep.
Frank mostly, I think. But the government bailed them out, so it all worked out.
Yeah.
What do you want to see them do this time?
No idea.
No idea.
I was going to mention this last time we recorded.
Yeah?
The last episode. I was going to say that someone commented describing me and you, didn't they?
Oh yeah, me like a dog that is really excited and laughs at it all and is like, yes, I want more, yes.
Everywhere.
And you as a cat who's more curious and is like, sometimes I'm a bit entertained.
It's that trusting of a cat. Right? No, I really like that. I was just like, I see it.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's just a bit random. I just got reminded of it. I think it's because we just watched one and you were just in hysterics and there's me just like...
what is happening?
Yeah.
But there we go, excited for this. This is Episode 4. This aired on the 8th of October, 2009. So, almost...
Yeah, I just looked at the date then, like...
Almost 13 years ago.
Yeah.
Well, over 13 years. That is crazy.
That is.
This aired 13 years ago. And it's still relevant, like, a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
Like, we're in the recession, yeah. Like,
it's coming back!
Yeah, anyway. This is directed by Fred Savage again.
Yeah.
Written by Scott Marder and Rob Rosell, who we've seen before in Season 4. So, what will they get up to? Who knows? I'm very excited. Apologies if there is noise. They've been doing works on a house, like an extension behind ours, for the last 20,000 years, and they will not stop. So there we go. Anyway.
The dinosaurs were here.
So Claire wants dinosaurs again. She's got them on the mind. Right, the full reaction is in the description. You need your own copy to watch along. Just make sure to come back where we'll talk all about it.
I don't understand why you don't just use a cup.
I'm trying to be inconspicuous.
Inconspicuous? Your entire mouth is stained red, Frank.
Oh, we're gonna be at the barbecue soon?
Yeah,
He looks happy.
Man. What's going on with you, man? You're going off
Get out
the deep
the
end,
bar.
I
man.
feel like he's been waiting around in the deep end for a while now,
No, bro.
Charlie.
It's usually not even wearing clothes.
I'm wearing clothes now, bitch.
You're wearing a shirt that's on inside out and it's covered in grease.
Yeah, you're really greasy.
It's not grease, it's sap.
Sap? How did you get covered in sap?
Got really wasted. I must have climbed a tree.
Really stepping up the insanity,
I'm
huh?
trying to push myself. I want to see how far I can go.
I've been standing on the edge of the cliff for a while now. I say hop off. Let's see where you land.
I thought we were going to a barbecue, Frank.
It's more of a party in the park.
We're at a cemetery.
The party is in the cemetery.
There's a party in a cemetery.
Your Uncle Max, he just croaked.
Oh.
Flush that turd down the drain.
Jesus. I think it's time he
Yeah, I
had
think
an
it
intervention. Uncle Mac. Oh. Flush him down the drain. He's
I don't think
happy.
he knows how funerals work.
It's a party in the park.
Yeah.
What do you think of his inconspicuous way of drinking wine out of a can while holding the box of wine?
Does anybody else feel really uncomfortable?
Yes, we're completely underdressed. It's embarrassing. What are we doing here, Frank? What's your angle?
I want to bang your Aunt Donna.
Why would you want to bang our mom's sister?
I don't know how many years on this earth I got left. I'm gonna get real weird with it.
Nice.
Block the room, roast this bone.
Jesus Christ.
Come on, get in.
Okay, that is enough. I've had enough.
He's really gone off the
Reach
deep
my
end.
limit, that's for sure. I think maybe we should have like an intervention or something. He starts banging Aunt Donna. We're gonna have the garbage pail cousin in the mix.
No!
Whoa, who is the garbage pail cousin? Gail the snail is the garbage pail cousin.
Oh, Charlie, she is the worst. Oh, we couldn't get rid of
The only
her.
way to get rid of her was to torture her, and that's what we did.
Yeah, we'd throw her in the dryer. We'd throw salt on her.
Yeah, we'd throw salt on her because she was the snail. Get it? Throw salt on a snail. Sounds a little messed up, though, huh?
You don't think we're proud of that, do you, Charlie? You don't understand. That's the only way you could handle her.
She made us do those things, and quite frankly, I resent her for it. I mean, what kind of a person salts another human being?
Terrible.
There's no joy in this.
Yeah.
Sounds like a...
What's up, suckers?
Hey, Gail.
Gail.
You look different.
I'm more confident. I've grown into my body. I'm a woman now. I'm not a virgin anymore.
Cool. Thank you.
In my car and take a puff, I got some medical marijuana.
We're at your dad's funeral, Gail.
Whatevs, I'm over it. Plus, if we all showed up super high at the reception, everyone would be like, what?
Anything.
Whatever you say.
That's so excited.
That's what happens when you don't have salt. Oh my God, there's not enough salt in the world for her.
God.
You surprised to see me?
You left several voicemails congratulating me on my husband's death.
it was pretty baked. I think you and me ought to bang.
What?
Okay, what better way to get back at them in the grave if you and me plowed? I mean, really. Get back to me.
Hey, I'm Mac. Barbara's ex-lover. She may have mentioned.
What is he doing?
No one is normal.
He's very compassionate.
He is.
Very caring.
Caring people, that's our nature.
He is trying to bang our aunt.
That's the big one.
These things deal more with drug and alcohol abuse.
Drugs and alcohol are rolled into what we're talking about here.
My problem's less with the fact that he's drinking, more that he's doing it without me. What's wrong with me? Am I not fun to drink with? And...
Oh, no, don't do that to yourself. You're plenty of fun to drink with. Trust me, Charlie.
Do we ambush him and then just sort of like berate him into becoming the guy we wanna be around?
You certainly don't berate him. Love and concern.
Too soft. I think we should come out
That
of
is
our
not
this
their way.
and-
You might want to be armed at this intervention.
Why would I need to be armed?
Well, Frank's usually carrying like a little gun around with him, and he doesn't really hesitate to use it.
Yeah, and you know what? Have the gun out and ready to rock.
Yeah, in
when he
fact,
comes
we'll all have guns.
It's just safer.
You know what? If we maybe ambush Frank with a net,
You want to bring him in a net?
That could get awkward. I'd say
Just bring the gun.
Bring
I
a
want to
gun.
get shots.
You know, I do offer group therapy.
What are you doing?
What is this?
What is
What is this you're doing?
With all due respect, you're talking about bringing guns to an intervention. You're drinking wine out of a soda can.
Yeah.
That's
Actually,
a
it's
good
pretty
idea.
good
I
one.
mean, the guy's got great ideas.
He's a
and now
smart
he's-
man. That's not what we're here for.
But I feel like she just tried the intervention on us.
I've lost my trust in you. I feel like we can do this on our own.
I think we can do the intervention.
You guys think?
They are just
All right, might as well give it a shot.
completely oblivious.
This literature
She
too.
didn't do that great of a job. So
Well, no, I mean, don't beat her while she's down, man.
Oh, I don't know what they're doing.
Hey, Frank, here's another idea.
Oh, where'd you come from?
I've been walking next to you the entire time. I got a better idea. I think you should bang Gail the snail.
My niece?
Yeah.
Gail the snail?
Dude, what's more depraved than that, huh? Plus, you're not blood related, so it's not that weird.
That is a good idea. I like the way you're thinking. What's in it for you?
God, you are disgusting.
What is he doing? This is a good plan. I like
Let's
the
write him a
plan.
let's write Frank a letter. I'm assuming you'll have to dictate yours to me, and then I'll just write it down for you. Yeah.
Yes, that'll be fine.
Okay, great. Let's do that.
How Frank and I aren't really making memories together anymore. And you know how when we
That's
don't make
sad.
memories together, that's a hurtful thing for me. Number one, when was the last time we played night crawlers together, Frank?
Okay. What is that?
Well, it's not about you. Why don't you just write it down?
Now I feel like I can't move past it. I gotta know what that is.
It's no big deal, you know? If
I need to know.
I were you, I'd just write it down.
What is it?
It's what it sounds like.
Sounds like is that you two crawl around like worms in the night. That's what it sounds like.
This is not about you.
Guess what? We got you!
That's overboard, I think.
I think the yelling and pointing and accusing and saying that he's trapped and surrounded is. I am loving this canned wine thing. I think it's brilliant. I mean, I'm active. I'm gesturing with my hands.
We need the help of a professional. We should probably get that lady back.
What are you talking about? We're coming up with all kinds of good ideas.
Maybe we should consult with the pamphlet.
I've been meaning to bring that up. Not a single one of them has anything to do with intervention. It's not even close. As a matter of fact, I'm starting to think we need to intervene on you for your goddamn illiteracy.
Yeah, Charlie, you are getting real dumb.
Come on, all right. See, this is what I'm talking about. Illiteracy. You know, what does that word even mean? Come on. I gotta get the lady. This is getting crazy. We need help. I'm getting the lady.
Oh, God. What does it even mean? I don't understand. God. Oh, it's Mac.
What the hell are you doing here?
You out of the picture, I can swoop in on Donna.
Is that why you pushed me off onto the snail?
Yeah, that's right, bitch.
I think the snail is too depraved even for me. This broad is berserk. Did a bunch of those Monster energy drinks and drive them. It was awful. I think she gave me poison ivy.
Hey,
going on in here? Did you kick in my door?
Kick, yes. Kick in, no. That door is solid, which is the good news. The bad news is the window is not.
What is happening here?
I'm giving Frank a handy under the table.
That is true. Look, Snail, back off, because you're just mashing it.
For God's sake.
Mom, I'm sexually active now. Get over it.
33 years old, you're supposed to be sexually active. You're not supposed to be fondling your uncle under a table.
We're not blood related.
Just please leave me alone.
I'll make a deal with you.
I will never be with either of you.
Why are you doing this to me? Why can't you just let me be happy?
I want everybody out of my house. Out of my house! Fine. Not you. You live here, Gail.
I hate it here. I'm leaving. I'm going with this guy now. He's my boyfriend.
I am not your boyfriend.
So out of control. She is just out of control as they are. Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, there she is! Thank you for coming!
We really appreciate this. We really appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, we realized we also just need as many people attacking this guy as we can possibly get.
We told him there was a giant grease fire and he had to come down immediately. I'm assuming you wouldn't have lured him down with a fire. Is that what your face is doing right now?
Yeah.
Where's the goddamn fire?
Intervention! Intervention!
What the hell's going on?
Got you, man!
Yeah, you sit down so we can tell you what an asshole you've been.
I've always wanted to be roasted. Oh, wait. Fire up this spliff.
No. Wait, Frank, hold on. Everyone's here today because they care about you and they want you to get well.
She ain't funny. Next.
Frank, you're an asshole.
You're a prick! Why do we never play night crawlers anymore, huh?
I don't know, Charlie.
What is Nightcrawler?
It's a game where they crawl around in the night like worms.
Yeah, well, that's what it is.
Intervention is nothing private, Frank!
Charlie, we can play that game.
Yeah.
Promise? Yeah, we can. Yeah.
Stop touching me.
Me and Mac are together.
Intervention!
What are you interventioning me for?
Because you can't be banging Gail the snail.
I'm not banging Gail the snail. She followed me home. Oh, she was doing that the whole time.
Yeah, she does that. And now she
Swallow it or spit it out. No, don't. Oh my God.
Dave, I'll get you a drink from the bar.
Going over to her house to try and bang Donna because she reminds me so much of your mom. You know, which is like the best sex I ever had. And while
Intervention. You bang my dead wife?
well, she was alive at the time. But did you not know that?
No.
It's cool, man. It's cool. Intervention, okay? Look, he's got
The most important intervention is the one we need to do on Gail the snail and getting her out of our lives.
Guys, let's do shots and get crazy.
No, we're intervening on you, Snail. Go, get out of here.
Ah, get out of here!
Oh, he's got the
That's so mean.
I was gonna invite you guys all to a rave to hang out. Wait. Do you guys want to go?
No, I don't want to go.
Wait. I have glow sticks.
That broad.
She was the worst, right? That's what we've been
What did you do was hang out.
She doesn't leave me with any options.
I feel like maybe I should have some more wine in a can.
I'll get you one.
Can I have one?
Yes, and you will notice the advantages almost immediately.
Drinking wine out of a can is
Insane.
conducive to
Excuse me.
I guess we kind of got what we needed out of the intervention,
Yeah.
right? So good job. Well, we did all the work, didn't we? How about a can of wine?
Intervention work. Yeah.
It worked! Yay! Interventions work. So, that was The Gang Gives Frank an Intervention. How well did that go?
Did the intervention actually happen? That's why I was so confused.
How do you not know if it happened or not? They were shouting intervention at him.
You know, like the whole purpose of the intervention that I was like...
was to stop him from drinking and getting crazy, and it
but
didn't.
they were like, we did the intervention, and I'm like...
Let's all have a can of wine to celebrate.
Yeah, like, the only thing they got out of the intervention is that...
They got rid of Gail the snail.
No, the only thing in the intervention itself is that Charlie and Frank will be continuing to play Nightcrawlers.
That's all
That's
we
the
got.
only thing. It's kind of like that came about and then they're like, done.
Well, that's because Gal the Snail arrived.
Yeah, I guess so. That's why I was like, what?
What did you think of that episode?
Do you know what? All the way through that episode, I was thinking a lot about Charlie.
Okay, why?
And, like, his character in it. And, however, the last, like, 30 seconds kind of made me doubt everything I was thinking through the episode. Because I was kind of thinking, like, how Charlie was through this and stuff. And I think it's because the illiterate came up again and sort of thing. And I'm like, do you know what? Out of the whole gang, I feel like Charlie is actually the least worst out of all of them. And I feel like Charlie's roles and stuff, I feel like you could say, like, due to his poor education and understanding of the world, kind of clouds his judgment and causes him... Like, compared to, like, Mac and Dennis, which are just pure assholes.
Yeah.
And they know what they're doing.
I guess, yeah.
But do you know what I mean? Like, through that, and I was just like, oh, poor Charlie. Like, he's got these friends, and he's just hanging out with his friends, and he's getting caught up in the moment, and, like, his poor education and his illiteracy kind of makes him kind of seem just as bad as them sometimes. And then he's fucking salting someone!
She's a snail, is the only thing you can do!
That was such aggressive... I would love to see the bloopers on that. Of, like... I don't know, like...
Yeah. Well, that's the only thing you can do. What kind of person does that to someone and makes you assault them? I was like, what?
He was so aggressive with that assaulting as well.
I need to find out who plays her, because I think she's been in other things.
I was also getting a real, like, McPoyles vibe from
her. Yeah, I was thinking that. She does have a McPoyles vibe to her. So she's been in a lot of stuff.
Grey's Anatomy was there.
I think so.
And Simpsons.
Yeah. So anyway... That was the Gang of Tank and Intervention. It started off with them in the car, going somewhere. Frank's drunk, got wine around his mouth.
Grease all over his top.
Grease all over his top. He's got a can and a box. They're like, why are you drinking the wine out of the can? He's like, I'm being inconspicuous while holding the box of wine.
Oh yes, they were off to a barbecue.
Yeah. He's like, well, I want to get wasted before I get to the barbecue. I want to be, and then Charlie's saying how he's gone off the deep end and he's gone crazy and he's going home. He barely comes home and he's like, and he's like, it's not grease on my t-shirt, it's sap. And they're like, why have you got sap on you? I got
climb a tree.
So drunk I climbed in a tree.
I want to see how far I could go.
Yeah. Is this where he says he's getting old, or does he say that after?
No, I think he says that in the next
No, but they turn up to the park.
And they're like,
kind of getting out.
Here?
Where did you think they were?
I didn't know. I thought it was a park.
No, like,
it's like,
party like in the park.
More like a barbecue in the park, so like party in the park.
Yeah.
And then they're like, this is a cemetery.
It's your Uncle Mac died.
Yeah.
Flush that turd down the loo.
Yeah.
They on the drain. Yeah. And there we go. And then he just walks off all drunk, and they're all like just standing there. Cut to. Yeah, I like the cut to the title. The title's a good cut because I don't know. It's because of how crazy it was. It could have been the title something like, I don't know. But do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think logically you could jump to that title from there. Do you know what I mean? So easily. Whereas sometimes they set up the joke quite easily. That one's a bit more.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Of course, they're giving him intervention. So, yeah. So why is he there?
Because he wants to
bang Aunt Donna.
Yeah.
They're like, what? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And he's like, we're so underdressed, this is awkward.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm gonna light up this.
And then they'll just walk off from him.
Yeah, I can't be dealing with him. Oh, he's like, so he says about banging their Aunt Donna, he's like, I'm getting old, I don't know how long I've got left. I want to get real weird with it and just do some freaky stuff.
It's like weird.
Yeah. They walk off and they're like talking about him, and they're saying we're going to end up with another garbage pail cousin situation going on because of like, like interbreeding. Like Gal the Snail.
Yeah. Is that Dennis and
Dee are talking about it?
Are they talking to Charlie about
that?
Yeah.
And they're like, who? Gal the who? Like, she wouldn't like leave us alone. Like,
she'd stick to us
all the time, and
we'd
like
have to put salt on her to get rid of her.
Yeah, how awful.
Yeah.
What do you think of their treatment of her?
awful.
Well, I mean, even Charlie calls him out on it. He's like, that's awful. What are
Yeah.
you talking about? How can you do that?
And then she comes up to
I like
him.
how that's when Dennis said, like, yeah, like, what kind of...
How awful
do you have to be to make us sort
sort
someone or something
someone.
like that? They're making it sound
Yeah.
like the act
Twisting
they're
it.
doing isn't bad.
Yeah.
It's the situation they're in is made them do that, yeah. And then she walks over.
Yeah, and then she's like...
She's doing... she's like...
Yeah.
You look different. He's like, yeah, I'm more confident in my body now.
I'm a
older.
woman.
I'm a woman. You showed a lot of skin. And she keeps doing that breathing and, hey, you want to go in? Oh, it's your... Yeah, you want to go into my car and smoke I've got some weed or what,
Yeah.
medical marijuana or something, she
Yeah.
said, right? It's like, it's your dad's funeral. It's like, I don't care, I'm over it.
Yeah. So they're like, okay, we'll meet
Fine,
you
we'll
in
meet you
your
there,
car.
go. And even Charlie's like, oh my god, she's
Yeah.
the worst. How can you deal with that? You're like, I know, yeah. So, what do you think of the new character Geldis now?
Lovely.
Yeah. Do you think we'll see her again?
I don't know.
Or Aunt Donna?
I don't know.
You never know.
No. But then you see Frank
Talking to Donna.
talking to Donna, hitting on Donna like, I hate you, your husband hated you, or you hate your husband. I hate my wife, your sister. They're both dead, so we should bang.
Bang to get back at them.
Yeah.
It's like, I know, you left me several voicemails.
Yeah.
It's like, you should think about it.
Yeah.
And then Mac's just standing there
They're
like,
like,
you said something?
she's like, no, I was briefing.
Oh, he's like, I'm Mac, by the way. He's like really happy and
Yeah.
smiling and he kind of like and just walks off.
Yeah. And then taps that guy on the
Well, no, he
shoulder.
goes, looks back at her.
Yeah.
Taps and looks back. God damn Mac.
So weird.
Oh, because he said to her as well, he's like,
Oh,
I was
did,
your sister's fling.
Oh no, I don't think. I think he just said, did what was her name?
Did she mention me?
Yeah, did she mention
Barbara.
it? Did Barbara ever mention me?
I
to
think
you?
he did say fling.
I don't
Yeah,
know.
I'm pretty sure he told her,
Oh, I
and
can't
she was
remember.
like, no. Yeah, but there we go. Cut to Charlie, Dee,
Yeah.
and Dennis at an office with a lady.
Yes, yeah.
They're going to get an intervention.
Yeah,
with
they're
Frank.
intervention.
Yeah.
And then Dee sat there with a cola, and I'm like,
You
is
were
that
instantly
cola?
like, what is that?
Yeah.
And then she was like, okay, so what's he...
Yeah.
Like, what's up with it? And then she's trying to bang her Aunt Donna.
Yeah, and
But they're not blood related, so
this
it's
is more for like
drugs
and
alcohol.
It's like,
Oh
it's
yeah,
like,
it's all rolled on to one. It comes under the same thing. Yeah, and they're just kind of like arguing and talking amongst herself while she's kind of like, "This is not what
No, she
I
just
do."
closes the book.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she's like, I do group intervention.
Well, it's after a lot of arguing, and then
Yeah.
they're talking about the can of wine
Yeah.
and. Oh, and then Charlie's like saying how my problem is he's drinking without me. Is it just because I'm not fun?
Yeah.
And then Dennis like, oh no, don't say that about yourself. You're really fun to drink
Yeah.
with.
Yeah, because I feel like she like go, there is a thing called group
Yeah.
intervention, and then they're like, why would you say that?
But
And
I
then
love
she's like,
that line,
You're
it's so
sat
good.
here drinking wine out of a can.
And so, oh yeah, you are. It's like, yeah, you didn't notice.
Yeah, inconspicuous.
Yeah, we're not intervening him because of his good ideas. He's got great
Yeah,
ideas.
yeah.
He's a very smart man.
That way Dennis is like, oh, it feels like we're more in charge of this than you are. It feels like
Yeah.
we've done all the work here and you've not really done anything. So I think actually we're not going to need you.
Is this when
and
they
we
said
can do it on our
about?
own.
Yeah, they talked about the guns. It's like they were talking all
Yeah,
about the
oh,
guns.
yeah,
It's like you're
she's
gonna
like,
want to bring a
gun.
gun because she's like, what? It's
Oh
like,
yeah, because that
he's
happens
always-
before she says about group intervention.
Yeah,
Because that's
yeah,
part of it.
exactly,
Like,
yeah.
You've come here, you're drinking wine out of a thing. You're talking about bringing guns.
Yeah. But like Charlie's like, yeah, he's always got a piece on him. He's like,
Yeah.
he's always like waving out. You were gonna want to come out with it out already.
Yeah.
I mean, we're probably all gonna want guns. We'll all bring
Yeah.
guns.
Very chaotic.
It's so funny. Their solutions to things are just so
Yeah.
ridiculous. But anyway, they're like, yeah, we've kind of done this. We don't need you. And then they walk off and Charlie's like, I'll grab some of these pamphlets, you know. Is that when they talk? Did they talk about literature? I don't think he does. No, but yeah, they. Oh yeah, he says about, oh, don't put her down now. Like, well, she's already down. Don't kick down. Yeah, and then they go off. But yeah, I love the next scene though. We got Frank and Mac walking along. Frank's like burping away and drinking. It's gross. And then Mac says something. I don't know what. He's like, "Where'd you come from?"
I've been walking with you for the last 5 miles.
Like, what? And then he starts talking about banging Aunt Donna again, and then he's like, "Yeah, I know you've been talking about this for the last 5 miles." And he's like,
and then is that when Max says about
what you should do is you need to bang Gail this now. He's like, "What? My niece?
Not blood relative.
Not blood relative." It's like, you said you really want to get freaky. What's more depraved than that?
Yeah.
It's like, you got a point.
And then he's just like, what is he doing? And it just like started to go all down.
Yeah, it's so good. Like, Danny DeVito plays this scumbag so funny. Oh, I really like it.
It's weird because, like, in the corner of the room we have a cutout of Danny DeVito.
From Dumbo.
Playing like a proper, I don't know, like a put together character. I don't know. And then you just have him on the screen right next to it.
Yeah.
Doing that.
Doing all that. Yeah. It's crazy. It's funny though. We got some different power-offs again. This time Frank and Matt going off, and then the 3 of them together. Yeah. Next we cut to the bar, and they got a pad, and Dennis is like, "I'm going to write down the stuff."
Let's write a letter.
I'm guessing you're going to want to just say yours and dictate to her, and I'll write down. And Charlie's like, "Yes, that would be great."
But I'm going to maybe say something like about this and this and...
What does he start off with? He starts saying about... well, I don't know, but he starts saying about we don't play Nightcrawlers.
Yeah, number 1.
We don't play Nightcrawlers anymore. And Dennis is like, "What did you think of that?"
Nightcrawlers? What is this?
What did you think?
I thought it was probably exactly how it said, to be honest.
It's like, it's none of your concern. Just write it. It's like, yeah, but I need to know what it is. It sounds like you crawl around at night like worms. It looks like Charlie's going to laugh at all this in real life.
It doesn't concern you.
Just write it out. And then D comes out banging a pot.
Yeah.
Like, no, and he's like... Is that when is it with D he talks about the illiteracy thing? Is she there at that time? But he talks about the leaflets. It's like, I mean, none of those have anything to do with intervening.
D is definitely there.
Yeah. But she's like making noise, and Charlie's like, that's too much. I think the pointing and berating is enough.
Too much.
And then that's when he's like, the leaflets, we need to intervene you for your illiteracy.
Yeah.
I love Charlie's line. He's like...
Is that when because he does say, I think we should get the woman to help us again.
Yeah. It's like, we should probably get her to interview you for illiteracy. And he's like, come on, why are you attacking me now? He's like, what does illiteracy even mean? One of my favourite lines. I love the Charlie illiteracy run-on joke. It's so good. It's really funny. We get in that with like the characters, like the run-on jokes of people, like obviously Frank with his gun and his craziness and his money and he's bailing him out. We got Charlie with his illiteracy.
Yeah.
We got Mac with his ocular pat downs and his karate and he's thinking he's you're perfectly safe with me.
Yeah.
I don't know what else. What do you think about D and Dennis? What do they kind of bring? Dennis is a bit vain. We've seen that quite a lot. D, he's very like up himself, I guess. Dennis. D is more like, I don't know with D. She's very she kind of thinks she's higher class as well, I guess, really. But then also I like her running joke of her getting hurt. That's kind of starting to become a thing. Like, but I don't know. Yeah, I like the...
as the episodes go.
Oh yeah, there's definitely going to be more character development with more of them, and there's going to be things that haven't really been hinted slightly at now. But we're having breakfast. Well, Mac's cooking breakfast. I don't know what he's doing.
It's a mess.
It's a mess. I thought it was going to be Frank.
Yeah.
But he's cooking away. Frank comes down the stairs. Like, what are you doing here?
His vest.
He's like, my plan is all coming into action.
And then Snell.
You're banging you're with Gail the Snail. I'm going to bang Donna.
Yeah.
He's like, what? What are you talking about? Why are you doing this? He's like, well, you wanted to be depraved. You're with Gail the Snail, right? So he's like, yeah.
But then he's like, oh no, we didn't actually bang.
You bang? He's like, no, he's like, she's too freaky for me. It's so weird.
Yeah.
It's like, we smoked a lot of joints, did he say, or something?
I think so.
We dry humped. I think she gave me... Did she say, like, poison something?
Oh, poison ivy.
Yeah.
And then she comes down and is
God.
smoking
Yeah. Sits down, and then Donna walks in.
So it's like, what is going on here? And he's like, I cooked you breakfast.
It's like, what are you, like, and then, I don't know what she says about girls down there. And then she's like, I'm giving Frank a handy under the counter.
Why are you giving your uncle a hand job?
Under the... It's like, I'm an adult. You should get used to it by now. I'm sexually active. It's like, you're 33. You should be. It's like, oh my god, it's so weird. And then Frank's like, yeah, you need to stop. You're just mashing it.
Yeah.
Did you ever think we'd get to this point
no,
in the
I
show?
really didn't. And then she's like to Mac, and she's like, how did you even get in here? And then looks at the door and is like, you kicked the door in. And he's like, actually, no, that door is very safe.
The window, on the other hand.
That is a security issue, but I will fix it.
However, you're always safe with me.
Yeah, you're always safe with me. She's just
you all need to leave.
Yeah, get out.
Get out now. It's like, fine, I don't want to be here anyway. I'm going with my boyfriend. It's like, you live here, girl. Where you going? It's like, you're my boyfriend now. And Mac's like, no, get away from me.
No.
And
then the therapist, we call her a therapist, doesn't know what
we cut to the bar. She hasn't arrived yet. Because they're
working out the chairs to get
and
the
they're
situation.
all getting the cans of wine going.
Charlie's on the wine as well.
Yeah, because Dennis was on the wine before when they were writing the things, and now Charlie's on it as well. And they're all very tipsy and it's like, these stalls will be good here. We'll just point at them, berate him or whatever. And then she walks in. Yeah.
And then you can just see her very much like,
oh god. I don't think we should be doing an intervention in a bar.
Oh, no.
And they were all like, oh, we're going to mess that up, whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, I called him, told them there's a grease fire and he needs to get down here. She's like, you shouldn't have done that. I should have lured him in with a fire. They're like,
And then he comes blasting through the door.
Where's the fire?
Gun in hand, and then they all grab it and it's
out. What are you going to do with the gun?
Don't know. And they like tackle him basically onto the chair.
Intervention!
And then he's like, oh, I've always wanted to be roasted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to light this up.
Yeah.
And then she's like, no, Frank, you know we're doing that. And she's like, this guy's not this broad's not funny.
Yeah.
What is this about? Come on, insult me. She's like, you're an asshole. Why do we never play Nightcrawlers anymore? We can play Nightcrawlers.
And then Diesel was
what is Nightcrawlers? They crawl around on worms on the floor at night. It's like that's not what it is.
Privacy, like.
Yeah, Frank is like, well, that's exactly what it is. And then Charlie's a bit like, oh, come on, it's nothing private anymore.
Yeah. Is that when Mac then comes in with
Gail the Snail? Yeah.
And they're like, what is this?
Intervention. Yeah. She's like, oh, he's my boyfriend now. I'm like, no, she just followed me.
Yeah. He's like, I'll get her some shots.
Yeah. What does he say? I wanted to bang your Aunt Donna because she reminds me of Barbara. Or reminds me of your wife. And he's like, what? You banged my wife?
Yeah.
You banged my dead wife?
Yeah.
Like,
when she was alive.
You didn't know this? Like, no. It's like, intervention. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
And then there's Gail making shots.
Then we'll have shots. And they're like, no, we don't want to. Come on, we'll have fun.
And then in comes Charlie, like, what? With the salt.
Get out of here. She's like, I was going to take you to a rave.
Do you want to go to a rave?
No.
I've got glow sticks.
Get out. They're so mean to her.
Yeah.
She just wants to join in and have fun. And that's basically it. And then they're all getting the wine and Mac's like, I want wine too.
Yeah.
And I like how Dennis earlier was talking about how it's better than a glass because you can point and you can gesture, and then Mac starts talking about it. So, look, you didn't spill it. I'll spill a little bit.
The therapist is just like, I'm gonna go.
What is happening here?
Yeah.
It's like, well, you didn't really do anything, so we're not going to pay you. So
don't expect a check.
Bye. Yeah, and then like, that's it. And they just have a good intervention. Yeah. The end. That's another episode. Did you enjoy that one?
Yeah, I did. Just thinking about it as well, like with what I was saying about Charlie at the beginning, like, and then the end, I was a bit like, oh, maybe he is horrible. But actually thinking about it, now we've spoken through the whole episode, I'm like, actually, I think the only reason Charlie salted Gail was because of Dennis and Dee.
Oh, they told him, yeah.
They told him the only way you
Yeah.
could get rid of her was to salt her.
Yeah.
So that's why, like, he's
easily
uneducated and influenced that he thought that was his only way of getting her out. So
Yeah.
I conclude, I feel bad for Charlie. Yeah.
Oh. Who's your favourite character?
I feel like Charlie.
I've always liked Charlie a lot. I
feel
really
so,
like I like his freakouts. We haven't had many of those yet.
I
Like,
feel
he's
so
had a
bad
couple.
for him. I feel like he's just stuck in the wrong
Yeah.
crowd. He should come join us.
I like them all for their own reasons, though. Like, the
Yeah.
Frank in this episode was literally out of control. It was so good. It's so funny.
But I think what makes Charlie good as well is because of the role that he plays, where
He's
is
very,
slightly uneducated. He doesn't even realise he's doing something bad,
Yeah.
which makes it so funny because he's like, what?
He's quite oblivious. He's
Yeah.
quite, yeah. I am.
Whereas the others are like, oh, you're just being a dickhead.
I guess. But they get their comeuppance.
Yeah, they do.
So, you know.
But I feel like you get that little bit with
Yeah.
Charlie that you're like, oh, bless him.
There we go. I really
Yeah.
enjoyed that. This season is great so far. We're only third of the way through, so yeah, there's more to come. What will they do next?
Who knows?
We've had an intervention. That's kind of a more not standard episode, I guess, but like, what did we have last time? God, how am I already forgetting?
The recession.
Yeah. I guess, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I'm enjoying
Kind
it.
of like the more duller episode out of the season so far. But not dull as in bad, but just like for crazy.
Mortgage Crisis wasn't that crazy either, really.
But it included a lot of other people. They've not been an arsehole to anyone apart from the therapist, really.
The therapist they were, I guess. Gal the Snow.
Oh, yeah. I'll take it back.
Hold Donna.
I'll take it back.
Yeah, so there we go. Anyway, we'll be back next time for episode 5?
Yeah.
Is it 5? Yeah, episode 5 next time. So yeah, look forward to that. We're getting through it. What's your favourite episode so far of this season? I really like this one. This was good. They've all been good. It's hard to pick.
Yeah.
I like the Mortgage Crisis one a lot. That was fun. The last one was good. I don't know. It's hard to pick.
The road
Anyway.
trip was good as well,
Yeah,
though.
they're all great.
Yeah.
They were all really good. So, yeah. I don't know what I've laughed the most at so far this season. I'm trying to think. But, yeah. There we go. Anyway, we'll be back next time. Thank you very much for watching. See you then. Bye-bye. Bye.